Hi Lucas, I currently own a private property. If my father passed away, can I inherit and hold the HDB flat? Recently I have a client that asked me that. She's 37, Singapore citizen, and her father is the sole owner of a HDB flat and has willed it to her. Well, the problem is currently she owns a private property. So, according to HDB website and a call to our friendly HDB officers, found out that actually, yes, she can hold the HDB flat and her private property if she meets the eligibility conditions. Both are Singapore citizen, the HDB flat has met its 5-year MOP, and the daughter or the beneficiary must be eligible to hold a HDB flat under one of HDB's eligibility schemes except for the private property ownership. So as long as these are fulfilled, she can retain both the HDB and private property, even though that will mean that she will have to stay in the HDB flat for another 5 years, which is the new MOP that she has to fulfill, and she will be subject to same rules, cannot own or buy any other private property within this MOP. She can still hold and retain the current one. If her father did not fulfill the MOP, then she will not be able to hold the HDB flat or her private property. She would have to dispose one of them and she can get to keep the proceeds. Do note, if the daughter, instead of holding a private property, she's holding a HDB flat or a DBSS or EC that is still within MOP, she will not be eligible to hold onto the inherited HDB flat. She will have to sell the HDB flat and keep the proceeds. The general rule of thumb is that we cannot hold 2 HDB flats at the same time. So about inheritance for LGBT couples. Because the HDB website states that a transfer of flat ownership which is not via sale must be to immediate family members. But here's the problem. LGBT marriage is not legally recognized in Singapore, so your partner will not be counted as a spouse for now. According to the conversation with the same officer, she said that if the HDB owner has will to this particular person that may not be his immediate family member, they can still apply in, submit the will to request, especially if the beneficiary or the partner is eligible to hold onto a HDB flat. Meaning to say, under the single scheme, Singaporean, above 35, don't hold any other properties. As a beneficiary, they should be able to take over the HDB flat. If the partner is not able to hold on to the HDB flat due to eligibility concerns, and if the current HDB flat has already met the MOP, then the beneficiary can sell the HDB flat on the open market and keep the sale proceeds as per normal. So if the HDB flat is still within MOP and the partner is not able to take over the flat, then they will have to surrender to HDB. The beneficiary can keep the proceeds from HDB. Ultimately, it's still best to check with HDB directly because there may be specific details that are different in your unique situation. And as we are on the topic of inheritance, let this remind you to make a will. Of course, I hope you won't need it anytime soon, but writing a will lets you decide what happens to your money, to your property, and to your assets after your death, 100 years or more later. And you can actually write a will yourself. However, you can also engage a lawyer to make sure that your will is legally valid and harder to contest. You can check out this website by our government about legacy planning, because if you don't have a will, your beneficiaries will take longer, it costs more to inherit the flat, to take the monies, and the law will determine who will get what, which may not be what you want. I hope this helps you. If it did, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you soon.